going to talk to you about texting and driving. It seems that everyone preaches these days about how texting and driving is bad. Well, it is true, and according to University of North Texas Health Science Center has put the number at 16,000 deaths between the year of 2001 and 2007 just from texting and driving. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported that in 2012, driver distraction was the cause of 18% of fatal crashes. With 3,328 people killed and 421,000 people wounded, text messaging creates a crash risk 23 times worse than driving while not distracted. I am against the thought of texting and driving. It is unsafe, harmful to yourself and others around you. The opposing view of texting and driving would be on distracted driving. The advances in technology have gone up above and beyond since years earlier. It can save time and help people stay close in contact with friends and family, and it's just as easy as holding it in your hand and quickly texting. It is also, you are now able to access the internet while driving, and you can get into a whole bunch of different stuff and not even being able to pay attention to the road. My view on distracted driving is the advances take your eyes off the road. Easily held in the hands take your hands off the wheel and end up being crashes. In 2012, 32 states and the District of Columbia banned cell phones used by all new drivers, and 10 states banned talking on the handheld phone. Being able to access internet takes your mind off the driving as well. Another view is teens texting. It is inexpensive to just get a phone these days, and anyone can do it. It is also convenient and safe to just be able to call somebody or text them to see if they're home or not. It's easy to get a hold of children also when you're on the road and just want to be able to make sure that children are okay. My view on the teens and texting is it is expensive to try and save a life back. 48% of teens were passengers in a car while driving and texting. 40% felt that at some point cell phone was compromised their safety and safety of others and ended up in crashes. Now today, the laws are too difficult to enforce texting and driving. It is too difficult for police to tell what a driver is doing in the car, whether they are on the radio or texting or doing something else in the car. Texting can be mistaken for any distraction, and it is good in theory, making texting and driving illegal, not practical to all. Which on my side of laws, thinking it is too difficult to enforce, I think that police have the technology to track our speeds and everything else in their car, that they should be able to have a monitor whether somebody is on their phone or not. They should not be worrying about any other distractions. Most radios are controlled through steering wheels nowadays, and you can do it while driving and looking out the window instead of having to look at all the numbers on the radio. It should not be up to people. It is not practical when there are deaths being caused by this. So, as I said, distracted driving, the advances in technology, and it is easily handheld and accessible to internet, but the visual, manual, and cognitive have a better effect on it. Teens and texting, it is inexpensive, convenient, and safe to just text and ask to see if anyone's home. But the facts on teen texting while in car with passengers is a higher death rate. Laws for too difficult to enforce could be mistaken for other distractions, while on my side, that shouldn't have an excuse for it not to be a law when there are people dying or being severely injured. Texting and driving should be illegal. I am against the thought of texting and driving. It is unsafe and harmful for yourself, but the others around you as well.